Good morning, Mr. Tajuddin Adeleke. Good morning, Omotayoni. Good morning, Wale Adegboyega. Because this morning, handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. Handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. Handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. Let's share with some of our friends who might be interested, and that also allow you to have access to the video afterwards. Good morning. Good morning, Ajakaye Bijoke. We'll be starting right away, handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. Anyone starting a new business venture will obviously desire success in the endeavor. However, there are peculiar factors that contribute to the success of any business in any area of human endeavor. For non-export business, there are 5 factors which I've mentioned in the past that contribute significantly to the success that need to be managed very well. And these issues or factors include products, pricing, purchasers, paperwork, and payment. An export business plan, therefore, that does not answer this question is actually dead on arrival. So the aim of the export business plan, if you are writing a business plan for export, should be to answer the question that surround these 5 factors. Now, one of the very important factors to be considered is the product. An exporter needs to understand what I call the what, the which, the where, the when, the who, the why, and the how of the item being exported. The what, the which, the where, the when, the who, the why, and the how of the item being exported. The first question that the exporter needs to answer is, what are the exportable items from Nigeria? And I will attempt to answer most of the question. Number 2, the question that needs to be answered as you think about the challenge of product is, what are the exported products from Nigeria? Then the second one, which of these products would you like to export? Then the third one, where can you source the product in the country? Then another one, when is the best time to source and export the item in the year, especially if it's commodity? Then another vital question, who are the major buying countries of this product abroad? Who are the major buying countries of this product abroad? And then, why do either more people or fewer people export that item? There's some item that a lot of people are shipping out. There's some item that only few people are able to do. Why? And lastly, which is the how question, how can the item be exported without quality issues? How can the item be exported without quality issue? Remember the first question, what are the exportable items from Nigeria? The exportable items from Nigeria include solid minerals item, agricultural item, then finished product. But like we emphasize on this program, on this show, on this Able Live that we've started, time without number, that the focus should be on finished product. The focus should not be on commodities. The focus should be on finished product. And we've explained the reason why. The fact that commodity is modern slavery, and that we are better off when we add value to the item being exported. As a nation, we are better off when we add value to the item that is being exported. As a nation, we are better off when we add value to the item that is being exported. So it's very important, extremely important, that we concentrate more on finished products. But there are other products that can be exported, and that is agricultural commodity and solid mineral. For agricultural commodity, you have cocoa, cashew, ginger, sesame seed, gum arabic, fruit and vegetables. For solid mineral, you have lead ore, you have zinc ore, you have copper, you have manganese, you have mica. And for semi-processed or finished product, you have rubber. You have rubber product like slippers. Then you have beverages or soft drinks, processed food or processed agro products. You have building materials. You have the ingot of aluminum and lead. And you have a couple of other products. Now, if you want to have access to the list of items exported from Nigeria, I would recommend you visit the website of Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and that is www.nepc.gov.ng. I'm dropping it on the WhatsApp, on the chat now. nepc.gov.ng. If you visit that website, you'll be able to get more information about exportable item from Nigeria. Exportable item from Nigeria. The second question. Okay, before an exporter decides on which of the product you would like to export, because that's the next question, it's very important to know the item on the export prohibition list. You don't know the second question I had. The first question is, what are the exportable items? The second question is, which of them would you like to export? But before you decide on the one you want to export, it's good you know the item on the export prohibition list. So in Nigeria, for example, we have the export prohibition list. We have the export prohibition list, and this is determined by customs. The export prohibition list is determined by customs. You can drop it. The export prohibition list is determined by custom. I'm also going to drop that link for you so you can see the item. So you will see that not all items are exportable from Nigeria. I've just dropped the link for you now. That's the link for the export prohibition list. Now, what are the items on the export prohibition list of custom? You have maize, you have timber, rough or sawn, you have raw hide and skin, you have scrap metals, you have unprocessed rubber latex and rubber lump, you have artifacts and antiquities, you have wildlife, animal classified as endangered species, you have crocodile, which is part of the endangered species animal, elephant, lizard, eagle, monkey, zebra, lion, and all imported items are prohibited for export from Nigeria. All imported items are prohibited for export from Nigeria. Now, based on this, you can select the different type of product that your capital can carry, and then narrow down on the last few items based on the purchaser's pricing, product, and other challenges. Now, upon determination of the item to be exported, you can then begin to look for where and how to source for it. Like I said, when you determine the item you want to export, if it's finished product, you don't need to worry about production yourself. Find people to partner with who will produce for you. And that is extremely important because it helps you to reduce cost and prove the concept. And then you are sure if the item in question really can be exported, if you can get it for export, if there are buyers for it, if it's a viable export product, and if it's going to be profitable afterwards, and then you can begin to invest in production of that item. But first of all, find people who are already producing, who can produce for you. Now, this can be achieved via internet research, visit to relevant government agencies, visit to miners or mines, visit to farms or farmers, contacting relevant cooperative, manufacturers, small-scale industrialists. Like I suggested the other time that if you are looking for manufactured products and you're looking for people to partner with, then you might want to look out for these people. They are called NACI in Nigeria, NACI. And that means National Association of Small-Scale Industrialists. National Association of Small-Scale Industrialists. These are individuals who are into one level of production or the other, one type of production or the other. So if you're looking at items to be exported, value-added product, I'm sure if you are able to locate them, you can Google them to know their office in Lagos. They have office nationwide. If you're able to locate them and you can form an alliance with people who now are producing the item you would like to export. They are called the National Association of Small-Scale Industrialists. National Association of Small-Scale Industrialists. Cooperative, visit the manufacturer and register with them as distributor. In case of commodities, the exporter will need to decide the model you want to adopt in buying. If it's commodity, are you going to buy from the farm gate? Are you going to buy at a warehouse? If it's at your own warehouse, then when will payment be made? Is it going to be before delivery or going to be after delivery? But for the small-scale manufacturers, you will need to mobilize them to start producing for you. And when the good is ready, you pay the balance, and then, of course, you can move the goods out of their factory. And it's very important also when you give money to people like that and they're producing for you, your rep is there at that location to be able to monitor and give you feedback on the activity. If you can't be there yourself, get someone there. After this comes the question, the third question now, when is the best time to export the item, especially if it's commodity? Now, I'll focus on commodity here now, both hard and soft commodity. This depends on the product. For solid mineral, for example, the period spanning between the commencement of dry season around October, November, till the beginning of rainy season around May, June is most preferred. It's most preferred. Then for agricultural commodity, it varies from one product to the other in the different part of the country. For cashew nut, it's around February to May. For ginger, it's around November to May. For sesame, it's around November to June. For hibiscus flower, it's around November to February. For shea nut, it's around June to October. The harvest period for different agro commodities has been put on a chart that you can find in our book. There's a book I wrote that is called Export Business Made Easy. I can see the chart for different commodities in Nigeria. Okay, Mr. Tajuddin Adeleke is commenting. Now, for those that are listening to us, if you are trying to export out of Nigeria and you need to ship it by air, I would recommend Mr. Tajuddin Adeleke. He's been doing it for us for like 3-4 years now. He's a forwarder and he's always at the airport and he's been doing a great job for us. So, and this is one of the services we render to people. For those that want to ship goods out of Nigeria and you're looking for an agent to ship out for you, I would strongly recommend Mr. Tajuddin Adeleke. He's here with us. You can check him out on the chat part of this conversation. He's right there with us. He just dropped a comment there, and he's very much experienced in doing that job at the NACO export shed at the airport. All right. The next question to answer is who are the major buyers of this product? Remember, we are solving the problem around product. Remember, we are discussing handling the 5 P's of export business challenges, and today we are looking at product, handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. And today we are zooming our lens on product. And we talk about the fact that there is product, there is pricing, there is paperwork, there is payment, and there is purchasers. And that these are the 5 P's of export business challenges. 5 P's of export business challenges. And we are discussing product now. We've talked about number 1, question you should answer when you are thinking about product. What are the items that can be exported? Number 2, which of these can I export myself? Number 3, when is the best time to export this product? Number 4, where can I source it in the country? Number 5 now, the next question is, who are the major buyers of this product? This question is very vital because it lets the exporter confirm that there is a market and also assess its risk in going into the export market. For example, most of the hard commodity like solid minerals and soft commodity like agri-commodity are going into Asia, whereas most of our finished products or semi-processed products are going into Europe and America. For detail on this, you can do online market research or visit NEPC to obtain data, and you can also check up our blog, www.tradeinfong.com. Now, what are we trying to say? what are we trying to say? What we're trying to say exactly is the fact that okay, that's tradeinfong.com. I just drop it there. That's my blog. I write on that every week. And you can see a lot of products being posted there and information being posted there every week. So I'm talking about the fact that the next question you want to ask is, who are the major buyers? Now, to get buyers, to know, number one, to know the country where you can get buyer. I already posted, if you can check the post, one of the posts I did yesterday, atlas.mit.edu, and you can get buyers, so that you can get the country where many buyers are available for your product. I will try to drop that again. Atlas.mit.edu. I'm trying to drop a lot of links for us so that you can do some of this research yourself and be able to see. Now, atlas.mit.edu will let you know the country that buys a particular product the more in the world. Atlas.mit.edu will let you know the country that buy a particular product the more around the world. Now, what you can then do afterward is direct your targeting of marketing to the country where you have a lot of buyer. Now, I talk about the fact that commodities, it's mainly Asians that buy our commodities. India, Vietnam, China, and probably Eastern Europe. But for finished products, Europeans and Americans buy more of our finished product and semi-processed products. They also buy some of our commodities, even South America, but not as much as Asia, because this is the way it works. If I export raw cashew nut, it goes to Vietnam. Vietnam remove the shell and send it to Europe and sell it at the higher price. So a number of the commodities we send to Asia, they add value to it and they send it to Europe and America as a semi-processed product, because the European America is going to now make it into the final product. The next question is, let's go to the last question. Why do we have more people or few people exporting a particular item? This is a very important question. There are some items you'll find out that very few people are exporting them, and there are some more people are doing it. Any item you see few people exporting is because the barrier is higher. And what you should do is to strive to overcome those barriers so you'll be among the few people exporting the item. The second to the last question is, why do we have more few people exporting a particular item? This question is very important because it helps you to know why, why some products have more people exporting them and others does not. Generally, most products that require some level of value addition tends to have less exporter. And most products that involve a higher level of value addition tends to have more, most products that involve a higher level of addition tends to have less exporter. Most products that require a lower value addition tends to have more exporter. Because the value addition creates extra time, extra money, extra energy, extra effort, extra stress that some people don't want to go through. And that creates an advantage for you that is able to, for example, processed products. Not many people are exporting processed products. As a matter of fact, those producing processed goods in Nigeria don't even think of export, unfortunately. Some of them don't even know how to go about it. And one of the objectives of this export Facebook Live platform, one of our major objectives really is to be able to let people know and understand that you should begin to think and consider export, and to be able to answer questions that people have on how to go about it. Which is why for the next few days, the focus will be handling the challenges. We call it the 5 Ps: the product issue, the pricing issue, the purchasers issue, the payment issue, the paperwork issue. There are major issues affecting export business. And those are the questions we are trying to answer through this Facebook Live. Handling the 5 Ps of challenges of export business. Handling the 5 Ps of challenges of export business. Handling the 5 Ps of challenges of export business. All right. So I'm talking about the fact that why are fewer people exporting a particular item, and so some products more people are exporting. And I'm talking about the fact that items that involve some level of value addition, we definitely have fewer people exporting it, but more people export commodity. So you have more people exporting cashew, more people are exporting charcoal, more people are exporting sesame seed, ginger. Few people are exporting slippers. Few people are exporting pap. Few people are exporting gele. You know, some people export gele. Just ready-made gele, just put it on your head. Few people are exporting clothing. Few people are exporting processed cashew nuts. Few people are exporting dry fruits. Few people are exporting processed beans flour, plantain flour. Not so many people are exporting it when you compare those people with those exporting commodities. On the other hand, an item exported in their primary state tends to have more exporter because of the low cost and competence needed to do the exportation. Low cost because you don't have to set up any factory. So relatively at the beginning it looked low, but nowadays the price of commodity have so much gone higher that the price of a container of cashew nut can set up a factory. The price of a container of cashew nut can set up a factory. The last question. The last and most important question is, how can the selected item be exported without quality issue? One of the major challenges for products from Nigeria, especially commodity, is quality issue. So how do we ensure that that does not happen? This question is one of the most vital questions you want to answer under product, and the inability to answer it will make or mar your export transaction. To answer this question, it is important that an exporter know the need and the possibility of doing quality and quantity inspection through a competent inspection agent before the good is exported. This should be done before the exporter parts with cash, especially if he's doing commodity, and pay for the good either at the farm gate or in the warehouse. So if I'm doing agro commodity, I must do quality and quantity inspection. I must do quality and quantity inspection. By the way, why am I doing quality and quantity inspection? I'm doing quality and quantity inspection in order to ensure that the quality of the item I'm shipping is in line with what the buyer is asking for. I'm doing quality and quantity inspection in order to ensure that the quality of the item I'm shipping is exactly what the buyer is asking for. If I'm going to do this, if I'm doing commodity, it's either I take the agent to the field to do the quality analysis before I pay the people and move the good to Lagos and then ship it out, or I commission people to bring it to Lagos, give them guarantee to be sure they know they'll get their payment, but the quality will be confirmed in Lagos at a warehouse before I eventually part with cash and pay them. Whichever option you want to explore, just ensure that you do not part with cash until you have a reasonable idea of the quality of the item, of the commodity you are buying. But if you are a fully finished product, you won't have to worry so much about that, because typically quality of the item being used for finished product is more often than not good enough. And maybe what you want to check is to ensure that the good products are well sealed, well packed, and the like. If it's a manufactured goods and the people have NAFDAC, or they've done basically they need to do as a manufacturer, you expect that at any point in time they should be able to separate any product that have issues in the course of production and isolate them, and then be able to ensure that the good being shipped are the right one. Which means you have to still do inspection for even finished product, but not as thorough as the kind of inspection you need to do for what's the name now? The commodities. Commodity have more risk, where a finished product does not. All right, so we're rounding up now. For the next 5 days, we are going to be discussing handling the 5 P's of export business challenges. And this morning, we have looked at the first leg, and that is the product. And in the evening, we'll be looking at the other leg. Remember, we have product issue, we have pricing issue, we have purchasers issue, we have payment issue, we have paperwork issue. And we'll be taking them one by one, and then we'll be able to answer the 7 important questions. And that will form the basis for the conversation. Remember the question we have answered this morning? The question you need to answer if you're going into exportation of products from Nigeria. And that if you answer that question, we'll be able to solve the challenges of product export. Number 1, the question revolves around the what, the why, the which, the where, the when, the who, and the how of the product. So the first question was, what are the exportable products from Nigeria? That question has been answered. The second question, which of these products can I export? That question has been answered. Then the third one, where do I source for the product in the country? That also has been answered. The fourth one, when is the best time to source and export the item? That question has been answered. Then the fifth one, who are the major buying countries of this product? And that has been answered. The sixth one, why do we have few people or more people exporting a particular product? Why is it that for some product you have few people and for some product there are more people exporting a particular product? And that question also has been answered. And lastly, how can the item be exported without quality issue? That also has been answered. Thank you very much for listening again this morning. My name remains Dele Ayimibo, and we'll be seen again in the evening, hopefully around 8 p.m. Thank you, and God bless you.